Lesson 4-2, writing equations in slope-intercept form. So step 1 is you have to find the y-intercept, and to do so you have to replace the x and y in the equation with the x and y values you've been given. Then once you find that y-intercept, you write the equation in slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b, where m is your slope and b is your y-intercept. So let's take a look at an example. It says write an equation of a line that passes through 2-1 with a slope of 3. So let's first write out the slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. We know that m is the slope, and they told us the slope is 3. And then they've given us 2 points. So we're going to replace the x with our x value, which is 2, and our y with our y value, which is 1. So that will give us an equation of 1 equals 3 times 2 plus 6. Plus b, I'm sorry. 3 times 2 is 6 plus b equals 1. You subtract 6 from both sides. That gives you b equals -5. So now you can go back up to your original equation and just plug in your b value. So y equals 3x minus 5 is your equation for the graph that passes through 2, 1 with a slope of 3. Pause the video to try a few examples. The slope is 3, and the points are -2 and 5. And so when we have this, we write our y equals mx plus b. We replace the m with the slope, and then we just replace the y values and the x values. So we have 5 equals -6 plus b. We add 6 and we get b is 11. So you go back up and you write your equation. Y equals 3x plus 11. For the next example, you have y equals -1 x plus b. We plug in our values. And so we would add 4 to both sides, which will equal -3. So b equals -3. So our equation is y equals -1 x minus 3. We can also write an equation when we are given just 2 points. The formula to do that is m, which is the slope, the difference in y's, so y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Then when you find your slope, you are able to continue through with writing, because then you can find your y-intercept and then write it in slope-intercept form. So let's take a look at this example. We're given the points 3, 1 and 2, 4. So we first start out by finding the slope. So m equals, so we're going to do y2 minus y1. So 4 minus 1 over x2 minus x1. So my slope is going to be -3 over 1, or just -3. So now we plug in our points. You can use either set of points to plug in to the formula to figure out for your b. So let's just choose the first set of points. So I have negative 3 times 3. I use 1 for my b, or for my y, and then I have my b. So 1 equals negative 9. I add 9. So my b equals 10. So now I can use that to write out my entire equation. So my equation will be y equals negative 3x plus 10. We can also use slope-intercept form to apply it to real-life examples. So let's take a look at this one together. Ethan is paid $16 per delivery. Last week, he made 5 deliveries and his total was $215. Write a linear equation to find Ethan's total weekly pay if he makes D deliveries. So we know that the constant is the 16. So that is what he's continuously or constantly paid for every delivery. So $16, and it's per delivery. So we know that. So then it also tells us that last week he made 5 deliveries, which got his total, and his total was $215. So we have to figure out, well, if he made 5 deliveries at $215, then what is my y-intercept? Because my 16 would be my slope, this would be my x, my t, so my total would be my y. If we're writing it in a function or in a linear form, we need to find b. So I'm going to plug in my 16 times 5 equals 215 plus b. So we do 16 times 5, which will give you 80. So then you subtract 80 from both sides to solve for b, and that means that b is 135. So you go back and you plug it in your original equation. So t equals $16 times each delivery plus $135, which is what he originally already had. So that would be your equation for the total pay T if he made D deliveries. Pause the video to complete the lesson review. Make sure you show me this lesson review for verification of this video.